After spending some time out of the country and reflecting on what I wanted to do next on my journey through life, I entered into this online program at GSU with excitement and nervousness, coupled with the feeling of not really knowing what to expect. I knew online would be good for me because I didn't know where I would be located throughout the program, and it gave me the freedom I needed to be able to travel and work, but still go to school. Throughout my semesters with the core group of students I worked with in the program, they have taught me so much about teaching and learning through each of their experiences and backgrounds, which is something that I knew would happen, but not to the extent that it did. My classmates were practicing teachers in the United States and in Korea, Peace Corps volunteers, and ELLs themselves. We had all come from different walks of life, lived in different countries, had different experiences with education, but one thing that we all hold in common is a love for language and the yearning to teach English, not from an imperialistic standpoint, but an opportunistic standpoint. Yo entré en el programa solo con cuentos de mis experiencias como maestra en una primaria en México. Ahí aprendí muchas cosas sobre mí misma y he visto que algunos de mis estilos de enseñanza y algunas actividades que practicamos en mis clases sí tienen nombres oficiales en el mundo de educación. Ya sabía las ideas fundamentales de mi salón en que yo creía: total physical response, culturally relevant pedagogy, communicative language teaching, hands-on learning, error analysis, etc. Pero ahora, después de este programa, me gustaría revolver a 2010 a 2011 para hacer el año escolar otra vez para poner en práctica estas ideas y temas con más sabiduría y experiencia. ¡Qué pena! But the great thing is that now I'm going to teach in schools in the United States, and I have my past experience, new theory, and new experiences in order to shape my ideas and pedagogy into an environment where students can be successful, and with more purpose and knowledge than I had when I was in Mexico. So the beginning of the program, specifically social and cultural foundations of education, really challenged me to think about not only why I wanted to be an educator, but why children should be educated, which are two very different things. After dwelling on this question all semester and reading different viewpoints on this question, I wrote a paper that called a need for reform in mainstream education. So basically in what we teach our children to think about who an educated person is and the traits that define educated. The main focus of this change relies on social, cultural, and linguistic reform in the minds of our students. True multicultural education to learn and to celebrate and mourn different events in history and in the world today from multiple points of view, to make every student feel as if their story is important in the classroom. And multicultural education lends a hand to education where our students design the curriculum and the subject matter, relying on each individual student's journey, interests, strengths, and weaknesses. From this paper and on throughout the program, I began to develop a passion related to my aha moment: advocacy for students and their families, home cultures, and their funds of knowledge.